Well, hello everybody, welcome to my Let's Play of Star Citizen, episode 354. Obviously we're 3.14, and there's more Freelancer myths. Basically, as you know from last episode, I was testing Freelancer myths, and this is the same session after I got exploded from last episode. And again, this part, was 4 hours of gameplay that I just played. It didn't talk up the top. Also, that's why I'm doing it through my editing program now as we speak. So as you can see here, I got back up from it, got over to the stuff. Obviously I'm cutting bits out to make it quicker for you, but give you a general idea. Then I called my Freelancer, obviously claimed it, waited 10 minutes, I think it was. I didn't want to pay the extra money for it. I jumped in the Freelancer here, obviously the brand new claimed version. I've still not got my red stuff on. I haven't even tried this patch to see if it's back. I bought the skin, well, not last patch, the patch before, and it was beautiful, the red, mwah, I loved it. Next patch it was broke all patch, so I've not even tried this patch. First of all, give it a patch or two and hopefully it'll be fixed by then. I believe after we crash I might have lost connection. Then it's just me jumping back in it. I can't remember 100%, but I think the mission I attempted is gone now because I think I lost connection, and then I decided to go after some bounties instead at this point. I don't think I went back to finish that off because, like I said, it was like 8 of 3, and at that point I've been doing it for like an hour and a half and can't finish it. I was like, I want to do something else. And you see, like Quantum's just skipped forward a bit more to closer to place. That planet there, that might have been the one I mentioned last episode where we have this big fight in between might be this episode where it happens. You can see there's me scanning for my target, my bounty, these non-play characters. And that's another thing, I did it a few times last episode, but I cut most of it out. As you can see how the new scan system works, I never really talked about it. Before you used to move to scan thing, and then you had to hold it down, and it would be sort of going round, and bing! And it will just go out. And the more powerful you had it, and you could scroll up and down with it. Now it just seems to just hit tap, and boom, just pings. That's it, tap. Unless there's more depth to it now that I haven't realised, that seems to be the gist of it. And I will admit, I have not used the mining version. I have not done any mining with the new patch since the sensors have changed. So maybe that will work the same, I don't know. But every other ship, or at least the ones what I've been in, Freelancer, the Carney, yada yada, it's just been a single bing, bing. Well, the idea is supposed to light you up so everyone knows you're there, but also light stuff up around you, so you know they're there. So it's equivalent of going getting to a room, in it and screaming like, Charles, where are you? Oh, there you are. You know, Charles now knows you're there, but you also know he's there. He's like, what? So it's more for the stealth gameplay, or when you know you're safe and you're just looking for stuff. As you see, I believe this is the Avenger. Again, I'm talking over my recording program, my editing program, so it makes it blurred for me. So if it's not an Avenger, I apologise for that, but I believe it is. I'm trying to look at the shape in the corner. Yeah, that looks like a penguin. That's looking Avenger to me. I wonder if this is I told you the story last time I had this trouble with an Avenger. I wonder if it's this guy, because I do face 2 or 3. As you see, I've got my triangle maxed out to my weapons right now. But this is the first one I faced. This is the first one I really did struggle with. Well, I thought, this is neat. You don't pop like the Prospectors was cool. But there's one I had a lot of trouble with. It might be this guy. Or it might be 1 or 2 of them. I don't remember 100% until we get to them. You see him trying to keep him in. Again, if this was a player, he'd probably be all over me because I don't have anyone in my turret. Can't get me from behind, and I can't really keep up with him. But being an unplayed character is a little bit better. There we go, beautiful. And he sent a miss at me just after I bloody blew him up. Oh, sorry, he sent it and then I blew him up. Or there was someone else around who sent it at me. I think it might be someone else, actually. Yeah, I think it was someone else. Yeah, look at the radar, there is somebody else here. So, he fired a miss at me. I blew the Avenger up, and then this guy's coming at me. And there's the Avenger on the corner. Well, theoretically, you can shoot down now, and I think that's what I'm attempting there. And I don't know if I caught it, because it disappeared, or if it just ran out of steam before it reached me. It'd been lovely if I caught it, but I'm not sure. I kind of wish I could give like a if I had hit it. And this is a M50, I believe. Again, trying to look at the super quickness it flies past. It's blurred through my edit program. Again, when it's edited, it's exported, it won't be blurred for you, but it is for me right now. It wasn't blurred when I played, but also went to my editing program. But I wasn't even sure I was going to use any of this footage, because like I said, I had a 4-hour session, and in the end I've viewed, after the editing, like I said, the last episode was about 43 minutes, this episode it's 39 or 40 or something, I'd have to check. So I've used recently for about an hour and a half, hour, you know, 40-50 minutes out of 4 hours, so it's not bad. Got 2 episodes from it. So got to have some fun, got to practice, improve, made 2 episodes from it. That's 2 weeks worth, woo! You get to see a lot of fighting and a lot of explosions in it with the Freelancer, especially if you like the Freelancer miss. Like I said, it's one of my favourite ships. Again, I've equivalent of 4 top 4 ships, and I still to this day don't know which one's my overall favourite, because to me I'm not really going to know that until the game is finished and they've all got a full functionality. Then I can give you the 100% answer then. If you don't know, if you want to know what they are, Freelancer Miss obviously is one of my favourite ships to begin with in the whole game from the start. I've always liked that ship. The Mercury was an instant fun love with ship. Same with the Carrack. But, and of course, my Gladius has a special place in my heart. That was the first ship made in Britain by the British studio. They set it to pre-order it on the day I was getting married. So I was like, that's fate. So I, you know, got it. And then it's one of the few ships that actually came out a week earlier when they scheduled. Like, everyone's like, Star Citizens always misses deadlines. They came out a week earlier. They said they were going to with that. So that's a special place in my heart for that reason. It's like, that's classic my wedding ship. But like I said, my overall ship, my favourite overall, that's harder to tell. Because the Gladius is a good fighter. It's also going to be one of the stars of Squadron 42. So that's going to be also, and they always use it as a benchmark, improving that ship, so it's getting better all the time. The Freelancer Miss, like I said, I just love the look of it. I love the fact it's got so many missiles in it. You know, I do think it's supposed to have 50 or 40 something. It's only got 28 right now, so I'm thinking they'll be added later, but I could be wrong. Also, what I'm doing here quickly, I'm trying to get some distance from him, because the M50 is so tiny. It's like when he first came to the game, you couldn't hit them for anything. They're like the strongest thing in the game for the simple reason you could not hit the little things, like little tiny flag, and they feel like that again. So I was trying to get some distance so I could turn around. I think I was either going to go for some missiles, or I was going to go for some, as he flies at me, shoot him that way. And also, as you can see, I'm trying to get my booster back, because I thought, if I use a booster as I'm turning, I'm getting a bit higher turn. I might be able to keep up with him better. So, combination of 3 things I'm trying to work out here. Okay, where was I? What I was talking about? Oh, my favourite ships. Of course, when the Mercury came out, that just looked amazing. It was also a smuggler ship. Love smuggling for Star Wars galaxies and stuff like that. So that's absolutely awesome, and I love the fact it's got like a secret compartment, a secret like underground area to it. That's cool. It's a fast ship, so data runner. It's got one of the best interiors of the ships I like, my favourites. I thought that my favourite ships, and it's easy to navigate. It was awesome. It's got a chest set, and I love chests, so it's all, you know, tick 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 with that ship. But again, we don't have the full armour in the game, so it should be a little tougher. Again, it only has 2 missiles. I wish I had a few more. And again, we don't have data running. What's the main priority of that ship? The main reason that ship is in the game. So when that's in, how well it does that is going to give me the full where that stands as my favourite ship or not. And of course the Carrack. Again, brilliant interior, even though I do keep getting lost in it still because I'm not in it as often, because again it only has 2 turrets. What's brilliant, except for when you're flying it on your own, you don't have non-play characters in the game right now to control it, or if you have no friends, you're kind of defenceless. I like the fact it can carry a ship and carry a vehicle, but at the same time I kind of wish, like with how the Connie is spawned, it's spawned with the Merlin, you'd be able to spawn a ship inside it. There's a lot of messing around trying to get a ship inside it, basically, especially with the game 30k and crashing all the time. You know, there's a lot better doing that now than it used to be, but again, it still happens. You can do all that work and then boom, your ships are separate again. So when that stuff is in, I can just put my ship into it. When it has all its functionality, like it has drones it can do, what obviously doesn't work right now. You have exploration, what it can do, what again doesn't technically work right now. It has a medical bay, what at the moment it all uses for spawning, as a spawn bed. Other than that, it doesn't have the full medical thing it's going to have. You see, there's a lot of functionality to that ship that's not there right now. So again, that's why I can't say, oh, my definite favourite out of 4 is, because they're not. It's not all there right now. It will be there eventually, and when it is, then I can tell you. But right now, it's between them 4, my 4 favourites. As you see how much I'm struggling with this M50. That's why I thought to keep most of this footage in, because you can see how hard I was having it with him. What was I doing here? Oh, this bit was funny. I decided I'm going to get in the turret, see if I can hit him. Turret's supposed to be a lot better. I haven't tried the turret yet. And then, did you hear that explosion? I'm like, what? So I get back in my seat. And basically, he's gone. So somehow he rammed into me or something. Or I had damaged him enough that he finally kaboomed. So my little manoeuvre didn't 100% work what I was planning, but got the end result. I was like, huh. And so I tried to check, like, I've got an engine mission. Did he bang into me and just blow an engine up? I don't know what happened. But I got him. I was like, yay! But my actual plan was to get out, jump in the turret, non-player character, he might stay near the top of me. Everyone says the turrets are super effective now, and they're more for fighters. I might be able to kill him, but as you saw before he got there, he blew up, smashed into me or something, I don't know. So as you see, I'm here at another bounty now, but as you can see, my back end's red, so I feel that he banged into my back end, that's why it was red, that M50, that's how I got him. It's either that, or else he was just doing so much damage, constantly swarming me like a little mozzie, hitting me, shooting me, shooting me. Look like this guy's doing now. And you see this one is more... He's not an Avenger. Oh, I can't think of his name. An Aegis something. It's Aegis. I believe this is not mistaken is like a torpedo ship, but I could be wrong. It's an Aegis something. And again, I can't read because it's blurred. I don't remember what this ship is called off my head. It's Aegis something. I have a feeling this is like the long distance fighter, and there's two versions, one that has ballistics. Originally, oh that's cool, some wings coming off. Originally the ballistic one was the guy supposed to go long distance, get a quick fight and get out, where the laser version was supposed to go long distance and stay out fighting longer, but does less damage. Obviously now, oh lovely explosion. Obviously now, with the weapons being changed and altered, as I'm landing here, I'll talk about this in a minute because I spent a bit of time on this. As the weapons being different and altered, I don't know what weapons it has anymore and how effective it is. Okay, back to what I'm doing here. Basically, I got a bounty. Did not realise it was a non-play character one on the ground, or at least that's what I thought it was. Well, the planet was almost pitch black, so it took me probably like 10-15 minutes to even get to the planet because I was going so slow because I was worried of smashing into the planet. And that's why I cut that out and just got you when I landed. And even now you can see with my lights of the chip on how black it is. So I was like, okay, the location it pointed at is gone. So I'm looking around like, where is this guy? Is it underground? And I was like, well, if I look around, and I fly with the ship in a minute, if I look around, maybe it will pop up if I start, you know, sending out the pings. I can find that way. Maybe when I get close enough, it will automatically come up. Maybe if I'm on here long enough, the you know, the star, the light will go round long enough that it will actually be the bright side of the planet, you know, daytime. Or the moon, sorry, it's a moon, isn't it, I'm on. The bright side of the moon, then I'll be able to see easier. So I do a lot of that. In the end, I don't think I put this in, I cut this out because there's a lot of messing around. I end up leaving the planet. So you can see here, I'm trying to zoom in to see where it is. Like, I'm trying to show you, see that's the marker. I'm like, where is it? It's around there, where is it? So you'll fly directly to it. But what I end up doing, I end up leaving the planet, because I read online that the satellites, if they turned off, see there's, I'm scanning, trying to find stuff. If they're turned off, it won't find bad guys, so to speak. So I thought, okay, so I'll go up there, head towards that, and right before I get there, it was me, you're trespassing, get away or you'll be fired. It's like, you'll be kidding me. So I had to pull away. So it's like, it's on, so that can't be it. And I end up flying back to the planet again, looking around again, and in the end I give up and go after other bounties. I think I spent like 40 minutes, 30 minutes doing this. I'm like, I'm not earning money. I'm not practicing my weapons, what the whole point of going after bounties was for. I didn't really want to do a ground one, but hey, if the ground one takes me straight to, I can jump in, do some FPS and get out, but I couldn't find it. So I do end up giving this part up. I just leave the mission running in the background, basically, until, you know, because they said if you fail missions, your reputation basically gets hurt. So I just left it running, and thought if the game kicks you out and the mission just resets, hopefully it doesn't affect your reputation, because you technically not failed it. The game just kind of wiped it from your inventory, so to speak. So you can see how dark it was. Like, again, if you have this mission at home and you completed it, how do you find this non-player character? Because I believe the mission was stating it was something to do with using in a cave. I was looking on my phone and everything. Like, especially when it's this black. Like, was it completely bugged? That's why I couldn't find the cave? Or was it like, oh, it's just over there, left of me? Like, how do you do this mission when it's like this? Because I had cave wins before, but they put me directly to the cave. This one wasn't. It was just put into one area, but then when you get to the area, look for him. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. I couldn't find anything. I keep scanning, I'm not picking any, you know, vehicles, nothing up. So, I was really stuck what to do here. But on one part, I do like how Planet is so dark. Because you really feel like you've got to be careful. You know, something could come out of nowhere. And imagine when the game is live. And imagine when the game has non-player characters, a lot of non-player characters on the ground, you know. Then worms, for example, on the ground, actually, while I'm doing this, could come out of the thing and attack the ship. It's going to be scary as hell and awesome. Right now, it's just a bit of... Other than banging into the planet, I'm a little like, oh, where is this? And you see, like a minute ago, I actually smacked into the planet, but luckily I kept my landing gear out because I was so close. And then I gave up, like I said, I flew to that station, got sent away, went back, then gave up, went back to bounties. And this is me going back to bounties. There's me firing a missile and then trying to fire on top of it afterwards. You know, get the missile in and follow up with some bullets. So hopefully get their shield down and the missile connects, kabooms them. Why are they even fighting here? Again, it's blurred on my editing program. The turns. Oh, that's a Mustang, if I'm not mistaken. The Mustang, isn't it? And you see, I'm still using the same Freelancer. My back end's still red as anything from earlier. Probably when that M50, I'm assuming, rammed me, but I'm still not 100% sure what happened with that. There's a little Mustang going at me. You see, they can take your shields down pretty well if you're not paying attention. Like now, I think my shields are a little thin. It's still quite hard to hit them, especially you non-player characters when they're moving around a lot. So imagine a player knows what he's doing. He wouldn't be sitting there in front of me like this. He would have worked out that, oh, nothing's coming from my... I like that little red line there. Nothing's come out from my turret. Plus, it's a Freelancer, there's only one turret, so if I stay under his belly, he can't get me. So I feel like the big ships at this point really need 2 turrets each. But then again, the Freelancers, the advantage it has with its turret, what others don't tend to have, is that if I use my speed to boost, because it's at the back end, someone can be in the turret shooting from behind as we're escaping. But I felt fighters in general have been able to keep up with me in that sense, because like my Freelancers quicker quantum them, but I feel the fighters are quicker just in space like now, and they can accelerate faster. So I don't know how effective that would be compared to it used to be. But technically, if I'm boosting away and they realise they're going the wrong way, someone's in my turret could be shooting them from behind as we're trying to get away. I like I said, the little trail marks from it, like the little red in between, it's pretty neat. Like here, I think I'm trying to boost here, aren't I? Probably to get another better angle on him. Probably to get my shields up so my shields are down. Oh, and he threw a missile at me. And probably to maybe get a missile on him myself if possible. You know, like joust with him, turn around, lock missile, fire. You know, that sort of thing. And I think that was the missile in front of me then. And it seemed to, like, as you notice, then it like jerked back. So again, there was a little desync going on, but it wasn't helping the situation, unfortunately. And then contact, I was like, oh, seriously, another one on me? So I didn't have time to even get my boost up. As you know, as I put it for my shield, so at least my shield is almost maxed again. He was already on top of me, and I have no boost. I thought, whoa, he's in front of me and get a few shots on, but again... Oh yeah, when did I do that? I didn't even notice myself. Oh, I probably cut it out. I didn't see myself move it to the weapon area, so I got more energy in my weapons again. I might have just not noticed, or else I cut it out, one or the other. Like that, I like that view. That's lovely, but then, you see, I got that weird graphic error. Did that blackness on him. Kind of ruined it then, but do you know what I was getting when I put the arrows on and unlocked the gas? Was giving me that. I got it then on him. I noticed it a couple more times during this, I get it. When there's some explosion for some reason. But then I can go sessions without it, and then I actually get it for some reason. It's weird. And there's an Avenger. Oh, is this the Avenger I screwed up on? Or is it one later on? That's what I find out. I like when they show you the back or belly of them, because then there's more arrow to hit. But then they probably look when I do it to them, so. Yeah, I don't think it was this one, because I think it was a yellow moon, not this green one we're in front of. No, it definitely wasn't him. He's gone, he's boomed, he's disintegrated, he's nothing. Oh, and also when you keep seeing me going for my arm, I'm cutting it out, because basically that's me bringing up the map, finding my next location, or finding the next bounty, then finding the map, and so you don't need to keep seeing all that every time. So quite often it looks like I kill something, then I just do this like weird thing where I press my my arm, my wrist. It's makes me go into mobiGlas and cut it out. Otherwise, like I said, you would have had literally, last episode and this, 4 hours overall for everything if I kept all that stuff in. But it's just funny because I can just imagine myself as I'm watching this, doing it, and like shut my eyes and like nodding, you know, like bowing my head when I press it, like, you're dead. You're dead. It's like my signal, you're dead. I got you. Kind of gives me a little chuckle thinking about that. You know, it's really just me checking my mobiGlas. Any more bounties? And sometimes when I was actually checking my mobiGlas, another non-player character spawn and attack me. That happened a few times too. I wish you could have like a visor to keep the stars, you know, the light. Oh, he's around this planet. Is Steve Engine not? No, he's not, is he? Oh, it is. This could be the guy that I screw up big time on. Well, let's find out if it is, because that's the planet. And that's an Avenger, and those are the two that happened on. But I did do multiple, so this may not be him yet, but it was around this area. But I was flying back and two between the bounties, so... I wonder if it's this one. Because right now, I'm in my weapon, so it's fine, so... Oh, there's a missile. 2. Is it 2 coming at me, or 1? I think it's 2. Oh! Okay, so that guy took me out. That wasn't the screw up though. That was the other missiles, but I did come back for him. That wasn't the actual screw up then, I don't think. I don't think I cut the screw up out. I hope I didn't when I was editing this for you. My goal wasn't to cut that out. Unless I didn't realise. That's me running for the thingy. And see, there's a bit of blackness again. It disappeared. It's weird. And see that bit coming through the floor there. To give it more variation and show you a bit what's doing, obviously. I ended up, I think, is this the part where I stayed for like... Yeah, it's 2 minutes left. I already waited like 10 minutes. And I think I go over to... Basically, at the start of the episode, you see me, I haven't put any speech for that, near the hot dog thing. There's the black thing again. I go over there, and I have to get behind it. It was pretty neat. That's why I kept this bit in. Otherwise, I was going to cut this out, but I thought, oh, that's quite unique. I haven't really done that before or known if you can do it, so... So here, I was having a little wait. It's like 2 minutes left. Let's have a look, run round. I don't want to pay the extra money. You know, to spend it. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Are you a player or a non-player character? I'm not sure. Moved on. But I think they're all non-player characters. But it could be a player. Because some of them have apparently been acting that way, just to trick people. I was like, oh, hot dog. And I saw some of this at the start of the episode with no speech. I kept the speech off it for that. Because it wasn't live at the time. So the black thing there, I was like, whoa, look at that. I was like, whoa, what the hell? I'm on the other side. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I was like, oh, I'll be cool if you get in there. Like, oh my god, you can. I was like, wow. I get to see these a lot closer. And I was like, this is technically like me working here. Can I use a door? No. No, because obviously not supposed to be back here. But I thought, oh, I get to see the stuff they've done back here. It was pretty awesome. Please recycle. That's why I'm trying to have a good look around. And I was like, yeah, I'm making hot dogs now. You said to customers. This is my new job after getting blown up. I'm broke. My new job, bounty hunting, wasn't for me. It's my new job as a hot dog person. That bit you just seen, that's probably what was at the start of the episode too, without me talking over it. I thought, oh, cool, get over there. I thought, oh, is this side what? No. And I thought, oh, hey, I've never seen behind these before. And this is where I noticed, look, the buns are floating. I didn't notice that. And on the other side, you don't see it. That's what I'm trying to look at there. I can't get a very good look, but look, the buns are floating. Like from the other side, you don't even notice that. So they did a little cheat there. Because of course, you're able to see this side. Just a bit like how the sausage is made, isn't it? Literally hot dog sausage. It's like an interactive view. Like, sometimes you can do this in the bars, and they have a go at you, like, what are you doing? Get back. And I thought, would she? So I came back over. I thought, did she say anything? I was like, oh, can I get back over? Or was it a one-time thing? And she was like, oh, no, it's a one-time thing, apparently. That's what I was thinking. And I thought, oh, maybe a bit of a run. I was like, no, I can. So I was like, yeah. And I thought, oh, she got Argo on her. was like, can I get back up? I was like, oh no, I got stuck. Don't say I just screwed up. Oh no. I was like, no, there's half you, I'm fine. But I thought, it was more back there, a little longer, but at the end of the day, there wasn't that much, and my ship will be ready now, so I think I'd run back here, and we cut to me getting to the ship or something again in a sec. Sick. Get into my ship. A nice bit of me running. I was trying to slow down and speed up to see what it looked like with the run there. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat, that's why I kept that in. And that's also why I showed at the start of the episode, it just won't have what I just said on it. Because I initially thought I could put the thing at the front, and then when I add this bit, just add that over the top of it, but I thought, nah, I'll just show the scene, and then I give you more context so when you get into the episode. Because I didn't say anything live at the time, I just said it on the editing program, so. And I believe, did I have the Avenger back with the same mission? Was he still there? That I'm going after now? I guess if we turn around and see where the yellow is. So Stu's not showed that full screw up, you know, I did die there. Did you see it? Was it 2 Avengers now killed me? Did the Avengers seem to have my number a little bit? Ah, it could be over here. Yeah, it might be here. If you notice, it could be, hopefully it's this. But if you notice in my triangle, I've got it maxed out to get my booster, up. And so that means I don't have my bullets full. I believe I moved it already to the triangle and it didn't set for some reason. I've cut that bit out. Because like here, this is it. This is where I'm firing at. I'm like shooting. And look how much red I'm going. And I can't really tell, but I keep hearing gunfire. And I'm like, wait a minute, why am I not shooting? And then I realise he's shooting at me, and look, my bullet's on 0. That was the bit I was telling you about last episode, and early in the episode. And that's when I looked at it, it's like, what the? And I don't know what happened then, it's just like I suddenly cut power. And then I realised, oh, sugar, more bullets, push it to bullets, just saw me then. But my shield's now completely down. And he's still battering the snot out of me, this guy is. And it's the one from earlier who killed me, I think, as well. So I was like, okay, now I've got you, but look how red I am. And I'm like, oh, fudge, just realised, get to shield, go to shield, push the shields. And I think what I did there, because I've cut it there, I basically tried to get a boost to get out of the area, and he started firing at me. And then I've turned around, now I'm coming back looking for him. So as you see, I got my shields back up, I got it sorted, but that was a big screw up on my part, and I took a lot of damage, what I shouldn't. Technically, my first Avenger with the new ship, and I'm already red engine and everything, because of that screw up. Combination of me not realising it flipped back, and after that I was a bit more careful when I dragged it. I kept eyeing it when I let go, okay, it stayed. To drag it, let go, it stayed. I drag it, let go, oh, it flipped back. I spent more care with it after this. But before I just dragged, released, and carried on. Just assumed it went, didn't. And here, I was looking for the Avenger, then I found this guy. So I thought, oh, some missiles. I got full 20 again. Again, I still don't realise about G. I believe this is an M50. Is that a Gladius or M50? It says Aegis, so I think it's Gladius. That one missile, completely red. Imagine that was 2, he would have been dead. They hit the same spot. There's another one. There, he's gone. Plus, if I won, he has time for shields to group up again, don't they? You know, recharge. And I was okay, he says he's towards the planet. There he is, there's an Avenger who's killed me one time, completely wrecked my second ship. I was like, take the missile! Now I got myself under control and got my triangle correct. Again, I wish I could have 504 at him at this point, but I didn't know how to do it. It's G!
Crap.
Him there, crap. But I feel like these bounties, the bounties, the Avengers I'm struggling with the most, and the M50s. M50s and Avengers. Avengers more because they're just powerful and tough, and there he's gone finally. And the M50 because I can't hit the damn thing because how quick they are. Especially in a Freelancer, that is. Here you see another one with a bright star or moon or something in my eyes. And again, it's a Gladius, I believe. Yeah, nice easy one. Again, I got that shadow rune explosion for some reason. Like, that's a nice moon. I like the colours, I like the blue, the reds, the pinks. That's a really nice moon. I'm not sure off my head which one that is. I believe I was doing these around Houston though, so it's probably one of Houston's, if I'm not mistaken. Like, if I'm remembering wrong, and you're like, no, that's Round Crusader or something, and I apologise, but I believe that was Houston. Again, put in the comments if I'm right. And if you also don't know Moon's name, put it in the comments. Thank you very much. Oh, I think this is the part where I came in, and it said he was here, and I couldn't find him. And I think I ended up going to my Moby Glass. I don't know if I keep that in. But I go to my Moby Glass, I'm looking through that to see where he is, and out of nowhere, so like, missile comes at you, you're all getting blasted. So it's like he ambushed me. Well, it was pretty neat. Because you see, I'm scanning, like, where is he? Because that happened once or twice with me when it was my Moby Glass, and it felt like they ambushed me. And it was pretty neat that happened. It could have been the server just being delayed, and I'm showing up. But it actually kind of made it feel like an ambush. So, like, scanning, like, he says he's here, where is he? It's probably just a server delay in it. But again, they need to have some ambushes in the game. Like, you head to location, they set a trap, and they come out from behind asteroids to attack you. As you can see here, I put my Moby Glass up, and it's like, oh no, a missile! And I clicked it again, and ended up putting it on again by mistake after I turned it off. I was like, no, at the time, but of course I wasn't recording my mic for you to hear that. But I was literally like, no, off! Because the missile's flying at me. It's like, you ambushed me, you son of a... So I thought that's pretty neat. Added a bit to the immersion for me, that it got an ambush. You know, like, again, I feel it's probably the servers lagging more than it was a real ambush, but in my world, that was an ambush. So I just pulled back some missiles on him after he released one at me. Got a second missile at him, that's my first one. I think he decoyed it, that's why it's gone way off. As the second one, you see, is more on target. I got a third one. Like I said, I could have done 4 at once, and now I'm too close, so if I get closer, I can fire again, but I've done fire once. What is he in? Is that a Vanguard? It's not M50 again, was it? That could be a Sabre, actually. It's harder to tell. Again, it's blurred on the little thing in the corner for me to see with my editing program. But either way, he is no more, so he's now space dust. Whatever he was, he's space dust. There's me having a look at my ships afterwards. It's like, looking fine. But as you see that engine spluttering a little bit there, though. That was a little bad. I see that probably the engine's torturing and sending me wild for some reason. But then again, if you look at it, it's red on my little HUD thing on the left hand side. Left hand's me looking at the screen, so you look at the screen. So you notice I'm getting a bit better with the missiles now, so even though I've still not worked out the G command, I'm actually getting better with them. Because I know some people in the chat were saying stuff like, the missiles don't work, you can't hit anything with the missiles now. I was like, that's not true. You just need a bit of practice with it. I went from completely screwing my missiles up to actually hitting things, just like with the new system. With the guns, I went from barely killing anything to now I can kill things. It's practice. That was an explosion next to us. And again, it reminds me when Sausage first came out. Literally, I remember getting the Marine Commander for the very first time with the Hornet. Oh, like a surprise for you. In the very first time, if I'm not mistaken, I've said it on my channel what time it was, but I'm trying to remember because it's years ago now. I think it was 2014, Arena Commander first came out. It took me like 7 or 13 minutes. I forgot which it was, either 7 or 13, something around that ballpark, to kill the first ship in Wave 1 of Arena Commander the first time I played it. And then later on, I'm literally, you know, popping them like the bloody spots afterwards. And I feel it's a new system, people have to get used to it, and once you get used to it, then you can decide, is this better, this worse? But I think a lot of people have a knee-jerk reaction, like, I was killing things like boom, 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 and now I can't kill anything. It's the game's fault. You ruined it. No, practice a bit. Now when you start boom, booming things again, you can look back, like, which is actually better? And I do think the new version, the new balance is better than the old version. There's a lot more to do, and it feels more rewarding when you pull it off. But again, you got that knee-jerk reaction, you can't kill anything from the start, you can't hit anything with your missiles at the start, you are then upset with it. Give it more time. Like you see in, like again, this 4-hour session where you're seeing about 40-50 minutes of the last 2 episodes, as he's got a missile on my butt. I have improved a lot, even though I do make mistakes, like the whole, not long ago, with thinking I was shooting when I wasn't, because I had it stuck in, was it my booster slot instead of my missiles, my weapon slot. I like that, you son of a... I'm really hoping they give him more words as I blew him up. give them more words, more stuff to say, and of course different voices for different factions in game. So you know, like, you know how we have Zenithret? That's a faction from the Pyro system who we're dealing with now. They should have a different voice to, like, Ninetales. Should have a different voice to some of the other factions that will be, or the other gangs and stuff you run into. I like that, the firing out and blasting them. We run into in other systems. And hopefully they will do that when the game really starts to grow. Right now, they only deal with Ninetales and, of course, Zenithret when they show up on events. So what's the second time they've done it now? See there, again, a lovely explosion ruined by that little black thing that appeared. So that's something I'm getting this patch I never used to get. So that's something I need to sort out. Then me checking out my ship again, seeing if it's been messed up at all. You can see there was some scratches this time. Right here, I'm assuming I'm looking for another bounty or something. Oh yeah, it's like, there, it's over there, it's a bit of distance. I'm probably going to more likely cut in a second to get closer to the fight for you. Yep, there we go. And that was weird. I almost debated with that part of keeping that in or cutting that completely. Because I originally took that and I was like, no, wait. As soon as I like highlighted him, he just went poof, just died. So I decided to keep it in because I thought, if I have the part where I'm kind of pulling round to him, and then I cut the end of him out, you would think, this is a totally different area. Like, what happened? So I thought I'd keep it in. Like I said, as soon as I highlighted, it was like a little triangle, he just died. So for some reason he committed suicide, I guess, or he banged into an asteroid, I don't know. But I think he got paid for it, so yeah, that's all that mattered. Woo! Me trying to put missiles. So that's like my new tactic, because I got a lot of missiles, do missiles from the back, and I see him, I've wasted one, because he was already dead. Missiles leading in, and then if he doesn't die, we go in, and that's when we start jousting, so to speak, or start, you know, dogfighting, whatever you want to call it. And there's, of course, my little nod thing, again. As you see us kind of pulling to the side a little bit. I wonder if they take it out. I didn't even thought of that. Because in the old version, multiple patches ago, if you hold it down the middle mouse button after you fired, you hold it down to fire and keep it holded. You had that beautiful camouflage on the missile. But now, you don't even use it to fire. You press it to turn to change the mode, then use your left button. And it seems if I hold the button down, I don't really fire. If I click, it fires all the missiles. If I got like full set. I wonder if they're taking that out. If they have, hopefully they put it back in. Or if it's still in the game, how do you activate it now? Basically the missile camera mode. Because that was an awesome thing. I love doing that. But sometimes you couldn't because like you let off a few missiles and you dogfight because often in command you do it. You have 4 or 5 people shooting at you. You had to find his move. But if you knew you were the only one around, you could find just follow the missile. And it was lovely. Then you come back and be like, asteroid! As you try to pull up before you smashed into something. But when it worked, it was beautiful to watch. And you didn't get killed or smashed into an asteroid. There we go, taking someone else out. Well, beautiful. There's me with a little nod. Obviously, like I said, cutting out for you all the picking another mission, and then I just find a missile at me, picking another mission, quantuming, you know, setting it on the map, yada yada yada, and getting to the location, get straight to the action for you. As you see, I'm getting a lot of missiles. Got 1 Thunderbolt left. Am I out of the other set, or do I? So after I use this, I'll probably swap the other set if I have another set. So he has 2 sets. Yep, 8 arrests first, 3's left. I believe, I could be mistaken, they've done fire ones as well. Oh, I think I kept that up there going because of the way the ship was shaking. So I was wondering like, why I kept that bit in. The ship was shaking, that's why. I also think the ship starts shaking a lot more travelling now, so listen for that as well, because the ship's starting to come apart a bit. Oh, missile. See, I'm getting used to like firing missile then shooting. My only concern was that if I shoot, would I hit my own missile and blow my missile before it gets there? The goal is not to do that. Sorry, my chair's a bit squeaky. Speaking of my chairs, we have 2 in here because one's from my wife's computer, SupernovaTiffy, and one's from my computer. Hers completely bust. Basically, it won't go up or down anymore. And I looked online, turn it over, get a mallet, just a little poof, smack to it, a little poof, and it pops out. And they're smacking the living bejesus and won't come out. So we can't put a new canister in that we bought, what sucks. So we need to get some hopefully, is it 40, WD-40, and hopefully that'll help, but we're not going to be able to get any of late, because of course we don't get as often anymore with the pandemic and everything. And we asked someone who was going out to bring some in, they never did. So we might have to just order some on Amazon. Well, it sucks because I'm in that chair so low, it hurts your back, so now I'm just swapping between the chairs when it's just me down here. But SupernovaTiffy wants to play. One of us is in a super low chair now. Of course, as you know, she helps with Divinity, and she helps with IWD, with the speech part, and of course, we jumped on for the Zinni for it. And it actually completely went the day we're doing Zinni Threat with Paralysis. That's the day it went completely. But like I said, as soon as you get another cancer, it should be fine. I just can't get the current one out. That was a lovely explosion. I like the way it went like 3 different directions. We've got 2 missiles left. Another one released, as you can see. Did that one kill him? Nope, damaged him, but I sent a second one at him. Ah, he escaped. It's a Mustang again, isn't it? Like, we're limping around now. We're 1 missile left. Or is that 0? Did I fire the last one? Oh, I think I fired the last one too, and I missed him with it. I have no missiles left, apparently. But you see, we did some damage. Look at his back, on his little graphic. His right side, his engine's all messed up. Him there, the shearward. Spots coming from him. And I've got it maxed out to my weapons, which is good. But then the sun's blinding me, but I'm using that time to reload them, as you can see. And there he is, and the colours that got censored with the stupid black graphic thing, what seems to be happening more and more. And I think with this, I decided 4 hours is enough. If I'm not mistaken. I was deciding, should I fly back, should I do one more mission? And I decided, you know what, I'm going to test the logout thing. So what I do, I leave, go to the bed, log out in the bed, and end my session. And I got back in right before we did Zinni Threat, and I logged in the bed, was brilliant. Or logged in when we did it with Tiffy, I forgot what it was. No, it was when, yeah, Zinni Threat on my own. I logged in here with Zinni Threat on my own, and just flew back, and... Actually, I think when I logged back in, I self-destructed. Because I wanted to get on the Zinni Threat because we went live, that's what I did. So even though it worked, I logged back in from here. Next time, I didn't record that, I self-destructed, got my ship out and went to Zinni Threat. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, please subscribe, please see you next time. I've been IVATOPIA, you've been awesome. Next episode is my 314 first attempt at Zinni Threat. And that's over at a 3 episode period for you. And then we'll finally get to the stuff what's with Paralysis, SupernovaTiffy and me. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great one with next time. Bye, everyone.